Good evening, Vanguardian TV, with another upload. We'll talk about the Commanders for a moment. And saw some news with Curtis Samuel. Was relegated to the side field, the all too familiar side field. And
we set a precedence for the Cowboys and a whole new history of the Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys.
If we do it that way.
How did that come
My
up?
goodness, Coach Marv, you right on the money, man.
How did that come up? Cowboys. But anyways, yeah, Curtis Samuels once again. You know, a lot of the fan base is frustrated with Curtis Samuel in regards to his inactivity. You know, best thing is availability. He hasn't been available, and he signed a lucrative contract of $30+ million. And so, to say the least, he hasn't lived up to that deal. So I understand the pressure he might feel, but at the same time, now Ron said he used words like exuberance of I guess whatever he used the terminology, exuberance of caution, I believe. I could be wrong, but somewhat within that, in just paraphrasing, but the exuberance of caution. And so, but we've heard this before in regards to Curtis Samuel. Availability. You know, we think it's small. When he hurt his growing, find out he had surgery on it, and it was just so, you know, just back and forth, cat and mouse game, whether you're going to put him on the PUP list and reasons why you're not. It just never panned out last year. So far, this is frustrating because he can't string together any two practices in a row or 3 practices in a row. You're getting a miracle. So everything right now is probably a bonus for if you get anything at all, any type of production. Unless, you know, maybe they're right. Maybe they play cautious. But is he completely healed? I mean, obviously, it doesn't sound like he has a hamstring and conditioning, I guess, issues. So, I believe back soreness, whatever that is. I don't know if it's lower back, but anything back doesn't sound good to me. So, once again, it's frustrating. You know, I was looking at Twitter, and it was dragging him. I mean, you know, to the point of cutting ties and a lot of this. I don't want to see that happen yet. We got to salvage this, but I can't lie and say it's not frustrating. So Carson Wentz, once again, let me keep saying this. He needs all the weapons he can get. And so, you know, this is throwing off the timing. I'm hearing the timing with McLaurin is not really that great. There's been some disconnect there, which can be expected because, you know, McLaurin is getting back in the flow of things. So obviously the combination and the chemistry between Jahan Dotson and Wentz has been pretty nice. De'Ami Brown, I'm hearing good things about him. Dax Mill. So we only can get what we can get, and we'll see how the production is. But the side field thing is just, you know, it is what it is. What can you do about it? I mean, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. The situation is what the situation is, but it's frustrating, to say the least. And then getting any true, Ron faced the press today and basically kind of echoed the plan of just taking it easy, you know, being cautious. But the fan base, as you know, are enraged, and they really, you know, they're teetering. I mean, it's like, I don't know. So let's hope he can get healthy, man, and stay healthy through the year, and you know, give Scott Turner that weapon that we envisioned he come in to be. This kind of like you know, he was doing the Debo Sanders before even Debo. I mean, he was giving you rushes out the backfield, all kinds of things, effective in the red zone. So he's a vital piece to the offense, and we just need to have him healthy. So once again, I got to ride with Ron on this one. But it is frustrating, to say the least. Again, the offensive line is a concern. And now the defensive line is having their way. But the offensive line is a concern, especially the guards position. And that's my concern right now. They're holding up here and there, but I'm hearing the defensive line is dominating. The defense is dominating. Now, they're not doing anything specifically. This is just first weekend of practice. And they're doing what they're doing and just kind of get acclimated to a regiment. But, of course, the defense is going to be fired up and ready to go. And so far, the offense has had their moments, but, offense always starts slow. I mean, it'd be nice to be fast on offense, but like I said, you see the good Cole Turner's having a good camp. Obviously, Jahan Dotson is having a good camp. From all intent purposes, I believe De'Ami Brown is having a pretty good camp, and Dax Mills is having a pretty good camp. And I even heard that Kelvin Harmon is having a satisfactory camp. So, let's kind of hold our breath. But, practice. So, I think you have Ryan Kerrigan, of course, his retirement. He signed a one-day contract to be a commander and retired. Now, I'm very excited to say that he now has piqued some interest into coaching. And Ron has kind of taken on that, and it's been some conversation. He's apparently going to, dip his toe in the coaching here the next few weeks. I don't know if he'll venture out into the season, but like I said, I believe that's up to Ryan Kerrigan, see if he want to go through the rigors and roles, especially the traveling and all that coaching. So we'll see. He'll be a good addition to the squad, especially the defensive line. Any assistance that he can get and give people from his experience, because he's been consistent getting to the passer. So that's one thing for sure. So you never know. He might be a Hall of Famer. I mean, that might be sounding wow, but you just never know because he was so consistent. And he never really had injuries that kept him out the game. He was solid. And so the knee apparently was enough diagnosis that he got to probably say, look, let me get out now while I got, no more further damage to my health. And he's taking this upon himself to try to get into the coaching and seeing if it's something that he has a desire to keep going in. Like I said, it is a grind. It's not easy. And he has a young family. So this is a kind of fill yourself out, see how it is. And like I said, if you want to pursue it or not. So hopefully this is the beginning of his coaching career starting here in Washington. And that would be pretty cool if he continues to, hold on to his position and move up through the ranks. But it's all based on how he feels, of course. So thank you for tuning in to this edition